Welcome. Today we are going to talk about dopamine, that chemical which is silently controlling our lives from behind the scenes. And we will also see how a simple practice like a dopamine detox can bring back our attention and focus. Have you ever felt like your brain is running in 10 different directions at once? Like focusing on just one task seems almost impossible. If yes, you are not alone. This feeling has become very, very common in today's world. Just think the way to the gym is only 2 minutes, and immediately the phone comes out to scroll through reels. Or you are standing in a queue, yet the phone is in your hand. Most of us fill even the smallest, most empty moments of our spare time with frantic activity. And these small habits, in fact, point towards a much bigger problem that we are going to discuss today. To understand this whole topic easily, we will look at it in 5 parts. We will start from the root of the problem. Then we will understand the science behind it. After that, we will see a practical solution, and finally, we will talk about its long-term benefits. So let's start with the first part. The problem. This is the feeling we are all familiar with, but perhaps we don't know its real cause. Look, all these symptoms might seem different: attention span decreasing, inability to engage in deep work, feeling a strange distance from people, sleep not being proper. But the root, the basic cause of all of this is just one: a chemical imbalance in our brain. Our attention is scattering, our relationships are weakening, even our sleep is being affected. So now is the time to understand the chemical behind all this, and its name is dopamine. And this isn't just any ordinary chemical, it's the real trick, the real reason behind everything we do. Often people think dopamine is the happy chemical, but that is not true. In reality, it is the molecule of motivation. It doesn't create happiness, it creates desire. It is the chemical that tells us, go get that thing. It forces us to work in anticipation of a reward, not when we actually get the reward. To understand this, let's look at B.F. Skinner's famous experiments. It was simple: a rat presses a lever, it gets food. It learned, if you're hungry, press the lever. Then it got a mild shock. It pressed the lever and the shock stopped. From this, it learned to avoid pain. But the third experiment was the most important. In this, the rat pressed the lever and sometimes got food. The reward was unpredictable, and the result was shocking. When the reward became uncertain, that rat became uncontrollable, addicted to pressing the lever non-stop. And believe it or not, this same powerful rule is running our modern lives today. So now the question is, what does this rat experiment have to do with our lives? The truth is, we are all living in a modern, digital Skinner box. Yes, it may sound a bit shocking, but social media, video games, even junk food, they are all designed to exploit this very weakness of our brain and keep us hooked. Just think, when we scroll through social media, do we know what the next post will be? No, right. This is the unpredictable reward that keeps us scrolling. Loot boxes in video games, sudden notifications on the phone, recommendations on streaming services, all of these work on this same principle. To understand this situation, here is a great analogy. Think of your brain as a rider and your body as a donkey. The rider wants to move forward, he knows the destination, but the donkey is just not ready to move. So the question is, why isn't the donkey moving? The answer is simple: because on the way it has gotten so many easy, high dopamine chocolates, like social media and videos, that its stomach is full. Now, why would it work hard for a simple carrot like exercise or reading a book? It doesn't find any pleasure in that anymore. Alright, so the problem is clear. Now let's move towards its solution, a practical plan with which we can reset our brain. Meaning, we will keep this donkey a little hungry so that it becomes interested in the carrot again. And the name of this plan is Dopamine Detox. Its principles are very simple. On one side are all those high dopamine things we need to stay away from, like social media, internet, junk food, music, etc. And on the other side are the low stimulation activities we need to do, like taking a walk, meditating, reading a book, or simply doing nothing and being bored. One person wrote about his experience that during the detox, his mind became so peaceful and focused as it had never been before. He felt that after a long time his thoughts were truly his own. When you shut off all the external noise, the inner voice becomes clear to hear. And there is another very deep benefit to this. Look, when we remove all these distractions, all those emotions that we were running away from come to the surface. And this time there is no way to escape them. Here, journaling, writing down your thoughts, becomes a very powerful tool. It helps us understand and process our feelings. So, what happens after the detox? Does it mean we have to leave technology forever? Absolutely not. Let's now talk about its real reward. After the detox, the brain completely resets. You start finding joy in small things again, like reading a book or talking to a friend. The courage to take on difficult tasks returns because the brain is no longer addicted to getting easy rewards all the time. The most important thing, you become the master of your attention, not its slave. You decide where to give your attention. So in the end, be sure to ask yourself this question. If you switch off this digital noise for a little while, what new thing can you create in this silence? What problem can you solve? Or what new thing can you learn about yourself? If you found this discussion helpful, please like it, subscribe, and share it with your family and friends who want to upgrade their lives. Thank you very much for your time.